Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up. Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
No, I'm not alright.
I think you have to join the pantheon of Deluxe.
I'll tear this whole
Parable
place down if it
characters.
means to get to keep
Well,
my
you see,
bucket.
if you were...
Wow.
There will be a reward.
A large room, lots of boxes. Some are both red and blue. Nearby a fireplace, a private but smelly place for an important person. I know where this is. Yep, there's one of them.
Miniature stand. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Wait. Yeah!
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies.
Because then we can get back to tiny Stanley hunting.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
That's where we watch all the craft
Stanley and
videos.
the bucket both wondered
That's,
to
yeah,
themselves.
this is the viewing party area. Okay. Some are both red and blue.
Go to the cargo lift. You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anlerines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
I don't think so.
So
the other one was where it's red and blue. Is that what it said?
Yeah, I think we just have to go the raw.
Okay, this is Dane.
Okay, didn't ask. I didn't see a Stanley figurine.
You didn't want.
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket.
If this sends me where I think it sends me.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him. All of his co-workers were gone. What could
I
it
think
mean?
I have one last
Stanley
idea.
decided to go to the meeting room.
Welcome to Crop, everybody, where Blade loses his insanity.
That's what this game's about.
Insanity loses his sanity.
Stanley clutched the bucket.
I'm losing my sanity.
This no, said the bucket.
Yeah, I got it. We gotta drop off and go in
Go
there.
somewhere else. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket.
We haven't yet been here.
Stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past
Crap.
this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness. I
Do you have the
think we have to do
machine?
something about it.
No,
This
we can't get rid of the bucket.
misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
This is not the right way.
No, it's not.
Now then,
That's not right,
I'm
is
going
it?
to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not
Oh,
the
no.
thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
I have a feeling we're not
Something
gonna get
right?
these right.
This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
Not a bucket.
Yes.
Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an
okay.
actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket?
I believe we don't win here.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Correct.
Nice.
This is a bucket.
That's
Item
definitely a
4.
bucket, right?
Is this a bucket?
I believe yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. It was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
This is a bucket.
I don't know what about that makes it very bucket-like, but...
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What do you mean both?
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective.
Can I just go look for my figures?
What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna die, aren't I?
Erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No!
Okay, here we go. It was okay. But eager to get
think we're
back to
making him
business,
depressed.
Stanley
Yeah.
took the... I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be
Sounded
difficult.
way
but
calmer
the
than
fact
he did
is that
before.
the story... There's someone
Very
you've been neglecting,
unangry.
Stanley.
Alright, try to
Someone
not
you've
almost
forgotten.
fail a jump.
Really?
There we go.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yes.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Pass by.
Look, let me
Here we
prove
go.
it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Yeah, baby.
And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly.
No. Well, we're-
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. You see? There's nothing here.
Ah, the
When we
crop
finished
hole.
building this
This
section,
is where we cast the
because you were
the
never
kids
supposed
in
to
the
be here
mines
in the
that
first
stopped
place.
working well.
Broke an entire story
I
I'd
must say,
written
it's
out
one of the cooler looking
specifically
rooms
for
in
you.
the crop
Do you not
warehouse.
think I put
Yeah.
a lot of time into
Well,
it?
you know,
Because I
yeah,
did.
it's
And in
worth
the end,
making
it was
look good.
all
We
for
throw a lot of
nothing,
kids out of
because
here.
this
Yeah,
is
that's
what you
true.
wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley.
very
Help
movie
elucidate the
theater-esque.
strange and unknowable
Yeah, actually on that
desires
big
of
screen we
yours.
usually
What would have made this game
sometimes we'll play
better?
League of
What did
Legends,
you
but
want to see?
depends on our mood.
Skill.
Alright. To the conference room for the final time. I want to see what these little figures do. Why does the office look normal?
That's so
th-
trippy.
that-
Stanley, I'm sorry, but
No,
I
no, 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 no. Wait.
Just, it's those figurines, those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Rockwell lives such a peaceful life. That's not the same entrance.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley. And here was a second Stanlerine. I'll be honest, back then I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways. Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember? Hey, that's exactly right. It was here in the boss's bathroom. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad
yes.
these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything. Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened. This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
What? Where?
Enjoy.
Dude, this is already super epic.
Is that us? Yeah. Weirdly enough.
Yep.
Best boy.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video,
I can
but
see
it
the
was
thing
8
now.
minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Man, this whole video, I'll make sure to spend 8 minutes on it.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
What?
And then there was no more.
Trippy.
Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Can we go to the meeting room now?
Oh, yes. Yes.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we
Did
can
he
stay
unload
here,
my
keep
video
enjoying
game?
these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
This is what addiction looks like, kids.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going, I want more. And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
How could I forget it? Jesus.
Yes, I love that video.
That's peak content.
Is he gonna trip out
Still
here?
don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room. These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one. This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember
He's
it
still
too.
calling them
The
Figlies.
past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it, the very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this? Want more? Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory.
Don't open
this
both
one.
of them. I don't know which one I went through. Oh, freak. Oh. Wow.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
Can we go to my
There's
birth?
something I feel I can remember. I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions, he would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old.
Is he gonna kill
I want
me?
to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
All right, question time.
Reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket
Roasted
everywhere.
pepperoni, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly.
Oh, she has
into
bucket
the enormous
lines.
metal
Let's go.
jaws. In a single visceral
She
instant,
has
the
bucket
bucket's
lines.
life came to an end.
Dude, that's
as it
video
was
game.
crushed
That's my
and
video
burned
game.
to death. Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like
That's
this
not-
and to claim it for his own? Can you see
not
the
25
hubris
buckets.
that blinded him? Can you see that the
close.
bucket
No.
is far
Okay.
more noble? But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the
What?
Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.